Okay, now we will consider Section 80 of Indian Penal Code. Section 80 is about accident in doing a lawful act. Now, before we go to the section, consider this example. There is a man at work with a hatchet. Hatchet means a small axe. So while this man is at work with a hatchet, the head of the hatchet flies off and kills a man who is standing nearby. In this example, if there is a proper care and caution exercised by A, then his act is excusable and is not an offense under this section. That is what Section 80 is all about. It's about excusability of an accident in doing a lawful act. The principle on which this section is based is that there can be no crime without a criminal intention. The text of Section 80 reads like this: Nothing is an offense which is done by accident or misfortune without any criminal intention or knowledge, in the doing of a lawful act, in a lawful manner, by lawful means, and with proper care and caution. So what is an accident and what is a misfortune? An accident is an incident that takes place out of the ordinary course of events, which no man of ordinary prudence could anticipate and provide measures to check it. Likewise, a misfortune is an accident with harmful consequences resulting in injury to another. For example, in the illustration which we considered at the beginning of this video, while A was at work with a hatchet, the head flies off and kills a man standing by. The act of A, which resulted in the man's death, was solely an accidental one for which A cannot be held liable in law. A's act was lawful, was done in a lawful manner, by lawful means, with proper care and caution, and with no ill will against the deceased. Consider another example. If a workman, while throwing sand from a rooftop, gives proper warning, but B, a passerby, is still killed, this act is accidental one, and for that A is not liable. But if A takes up a gun, not knowing whether it is loaded, points it in sport at B, pulls the trigger, and B is shot dead, so B's death is not accidental because there was absence of proper care and caution on the part of A, and therefore A will be liable for causing B's death by negligence under Section 304 of IPC. But in this example, suppose A had a reason to believe that the gun was not loaded, then B's death would have been accidental. But if the act is basically illegal, it will not afford a ground for exemption from criminal liability under this section. Example: A, intending to kill B, mixes poison in B's food, but C, his cousin, takes the food and dies. Now in this example, C's death is an accidental act in the sense of being an act of misfortune, but A is not exempted from killing C in spite of the fact that he never intended to kill him. This is because the act of killing a human being is an illegal act. A is as much liable for killing C as he would have been liable if B would have taken the poison, and he would have been liable, A would have been liable by invoking the principle of transfer of malice. So you can see, if the basic act is illegal, it will not afford a ground for exemption from criminal liability. Section 80 therefore is about criminal liability in respect of accidental acts. To get the benefit of exemption from criminal liability under this section, the following things must be proved: accident or misfortune, absence of criminal intention or knowledge, lawful manner, lawful means, and proper care and caution. So this section 80 is not difficult to understand, and I hope I have made it sufficiently clear to you. For any deeper understanding of this subject, you may refer to your